I'm just worried about having to redo this, but I think it should be okay. I'm looking at these numbers, but I think it should be okay as long as she hits them. She's probably not going to hit them both, but if she hits him, doesn't take a hit, and then hits him again, it should be okay. Bah, what a worthless lot of curs I've been assigned. Nice. Dodge. Oh, God. Please hit. Please hit. Yes! Good job. Okay. This can't be. You did, sucker. Frick you. Oh, another level. We've leveled her up so much in this fight here. Love it. And more defense, more speed, or no, not defense, but strength and speed. Very good indeed. All right, she did take a hit there. It's a little bit scary how much that hurt, but she is okay. All right, does anybody else have any talking they want to do? Doesn't seem like it. Wait, they haven't talked. No, I guess they can't. All right, well. Well, I don't even have. What am I doing? I don't have to do anything. We just need to end the turn and then have her go up to the gate. Seize it. Princess Tana.
Sir Gilliam, I'm sorry I never meant to cause you such trouble.
It was no trouble. I live to serve, Princess.
Tana. Erica? Is that really you? Tana, what are you doing so far from Castle Frelia? I heard that Renai had fallen, and I was so worried. But I'm glad to see that you're safe. Wait, where's Ephraim? Is he well? I wish I knew. You haven't heard from him? Oh, I hope he's not been harmed. Come, we must go to Castle Frelia. My Lord Father may know something. Thank you, Tana.
Erica and her companions have liberated the border castle. Alongside Princess Tana of Frelia, they ride to the Frelian capital. Oh, Tana, I'm grateful to see that you're safe and home again. You've no idea how I worried when I heard you were under attack at Border Mulan. You are not to leave again without my permission. Do you understand?
Don't be mad, Father. Look, I came bearing good news. Erica, come out now. King Hayden, I am pleased to see you again, even in these sad times.
Ah, Erica, it does my heart good to see you safe.
Thank you. I was able to escape the castle before Renai fell. But I'm not sure if my father...
Yes, I have received word of your father.
Your Highness, please tell me, is my father well?
My friend King Fado did not survive the fall of Renai Castle.
No, it cannot be.
Rest assured, Grado will be punished for its cowardly act. This is Frelia's promise. Erica, please stay here and rest. I cannot imagine how exhausted you must be. King Hayden, you know of Prince Ephraim's disappearance, do you not? Yes, we heard the prince and his men hound Grado at every turn. It's said that he's led his forces into the Empire itself. Reports suggest he's crossed the border and now fights in Runval.
My brother, he fights on, even now?
Yes, my Pegasus Knights bought this information at a great price. Even though Renai has fallen, he charges into the enemy's heart. He is truly Fado's son. What a valiant youth. I wish that I knew whether he remains unharmed, but I do not.
King Hayden, I thank you for your offer, but I cannot stay. I intend to ride to my brother's side with reinforcements.
I cannot allow it. I know how you feel, but this plan is suicide. I would be betraying Fado's memory if I allowed any harm to befall you. Stay here, rest and mourn. Leave this war to the warriors.
I know you mean well, Your Majesty. However, I have lost my father, and my twin brother is in peril. My brother, he is a part of me. I cannot rest here in peace while he risks his life.
No, Renai has no more army. Grado's forces decimated it. I wish that Frelia could provide you with support, with soldiers, but my son, Enes, is on his way to meet the Empire's forces. We cannot spare a single brigade. Your own retinue of knights cannot possibly face Grado alone. Are you so determined to go?
Yes, with apologies.
As resolute as your father, eh? What am I to do in the face of such foolhardy determination? Vanessa.
Here, Your Highness.
Mulder. You called, my king? Gilliam. Yes, sire. You are to accompany Princess Erica of Renai into Grado territory. I expect each of you to provide aid and support for her brother. Quite a grave responsibility you've given us.
No matter the obstacles, we will perform our duty.
Our lives are yours. These are some of my most trusted and stalwart vassals. They will no doubt prove themselves quite valuable on your journey. Remember, you are venturing behind enemy lines. You will need supplies. I will have a supply convoy readied to carry your weapons and provisions. It will remain at your side no matter how far afield you venture.
King Hayden, thank you.
No, save your thanks for your return with your brother, Prince Ephraim.
Yes, Your Highness.
5,000 gold? Heck yeah.
Erica, you don't really intend to go through with this, do you? I can't guess how you must feel, but it's just too dangerous. What would happen if you were captured by Grado's men? Thank you for your concern, Tana, but I have no choice. Don't you see, Tana? I have to go. Erica? Oh, why is this happening? What's gone wrong with the world? Tana. Why would Grado invade? Emperor Vagarde is a man of peace. His people adore him. And you and Ephraim are friends with Prince Lion, are you not? What could be behind this madness? Why is this happening? I have no answers for you, Tana. I don't want to believe it, but the reality is that we are at war. If I do nothing, I may lose my brother as well as my father. This is why I have to fight. It's the only answer I have.
Oh, man. Well, that's the end of that chapter. But I'm going to be recording this in more of a session thing and then splitting it into episodes later. So no cutout here because I think that one went a bit longer than an episode. So we're just going to continue onward to chapter 2. One thing that I should note about this game is that it actually gives you the opportunity to revisit locations and to actually be able to level grind at a certain point. There's areas that you can go to fight troops and level up your own troops. And that's something that's different from a lot of Fire Emblem games. You don't really get that opportunity sometimes. So yeah, that's something that we'll be exploring later because we will need to properly level up our troops, especially the ones that won't see as much action at times, so that we can properly be ready for, you know, stuff that happens later in the game. But for now, let's head to Ide. King Hayden apologizes for being unable to spare soldiers. However, he does provide Erica with a small but trusted party of vassals. Erica is grateful for the king's aid. Chasing rumors of her brother, she sets out for Grado. The group's first stop is the remote village of Ide, which was, until very recently, a part of Renai. Here, Erica sees the devastation of Renai with her own eyes.
Seth has mapped out a route for us. We'll travel south of Renai and pass through Seraphiu into Grado territory.
That would seem a sensible plan. Assuming, of course, that we can avoid any run-ins with Grado soldiers.
Princess Erica, may I have your leave to scout ahead? From the sky, I'll have a better chance of spotting any nearby troops.
We're yours to command, Your Highness. Will you give your permission?
Yes, of course. Keep an eye out for enemy bowmen, though, Vanessa. Yes, Your Highness, I shall. I shall prove myself worthy of the honor of your trust. She seems very sincere.
Sincere, yes, quite. Uh-oh.
Hey, boss, we found more villages ripe for the picking.
1, 2, 3.
I love a good war. With all those soldiers preoccupied, we're free to pillage as we please. Right, Bone, you're in charge. Grab everything that's not nailed down and bring it to the hideout. I'm on it.
I think I changed his voice instantly, but whatever, it's fine.
Dad, bandits are approaching.
I'm getting you out of here, Ross. You stay close to me.
Let's start with that village there. Go to it, boys. It's all yours. Cut down anyone fool enough to get in your way. I'm heading west around the mountains to the other villages.
Oh no.
Ugh.
Ross, what is it? What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's just a scratch. You're a warrior, Dad, and I'm your son. I won't be beaten so easily.
Don't risk yourself so foolishly. We need to get you some help. Please, someone help my son. I feel like his voice is changing mid-sentence. I'm sorry. I'll nail it down. It's just, sometimes it takes a minute.
Ah, this looks serious. I must report back to Princess Erica at once. I have bad news. The village to the east is under attack by bandits. Bandits?
We have arrived at our first dilemma. We must move quickly and attract as little attention as possible, but
I cannot stand by and watch innocents be harmed. Vanessa, how fared the villagers? I spotted one injured person. He appeared to be just a child. Father Mulder, can your staff help him?
Well, yes, I can heal his injuries with my staff, but I cannot do it from here. He's too far away. I must be near him.
Princess, please leave this to me. I shall bring the boy here.
All right, Vanessa, it's up to you.
Very well. I'm off.
Okay, so now we have an interesting situation. These are green units, which means they are neutral, sort of. They are enemies to the red here as well, but they won't be attacking us. However, we can't control them, at least yet. The most important thing with this fight is to protect Ross, to try to talk to Garcia, and to visit all 3 villages before they are pillaged. So it's important that we get our faster moving units down into these areas as quickly as possible. Now, Vanessa is going to be very useful for this because as a Pegasus Knight, look at her range. Yeah. So she's going to be very useful at first for collecting Ross and bringing him to Mulder to be healed. But she's also going to be useful for hopefully reaching this village before it's attacked. Also, as a Pegasus Knight, she can cross and land on areas that most people cannot, like mountaintops and in the middle of villages. So she's extremely useful for that. However, she's pretty low defense, pretty low HP, and doesn't attack for very much. Her usefulness really is in her range and her ability to move across far distances to rescue people or to do other things we need to do. We can level her up, but we're going to get Pegasus Knights later in the game that are better than her. But yeah, we do have to be careful of her, especially with bowmen, and there is a bowman here. Erica warned her of that, and the bow is a huge weakness for Pegasus Knights. They take like triple damage from bows, so it's important that we do not let her get hit by that guy. But for now, we are going to bring her over here, and we are going to rescue Ross, whether he wants to be rescued or not. And then we're going to start bringing him back over to Mulder. Alright. Meanwhile, let's see here. We need to start thinking about how to deal with these guys. We don't want them to attack the village, but I don't think these guys do. I believe some other guys appear to take care of that, or maybe it's these guys up here. Yeah, I think it might be these guys up here who make their way around. But either way, it's important that we deal with them before they can ransack all the villages. So it's something we want to do. See, like this, another thing is this terrain that we're in here slows our movement. So we want to get out of this terrain as quickly as possible. We also are going to want Seth involved in this, even though we don't want him getting a ton of kills. He's going to be useful for crossing a lot of distance. We'll bring Gilliam over here. I'm going to bring Mulder closer to Vanessa. And we're going to bring Erica up here to visit this village.
This is terrible. What are we going to do? Those bandits are so close. If we can't find some way to protect ourselves, the village is doomed. Perhaps. People, listen to me. You must close the village gates immediately. Hurry, before the bandits arrive. Who are you? You aren't from one of the neighboring towns, are you? And your weapons give you away. You're no peasant. I am My name is Arena. I am a mercenary. A mercenary named Arena, is it? There's more to you than that, I feel. But don't worry, it's none of my affair. I haven't told you who I am yet, have I? I am Selena, a general in Grado's army. Ah! Something wrong? No, nothing. Looks like these villagers have some bandit troubles. I would like to help, but I have orders. I'm to leave for the capital immediately, and I cannot stay. You're armed and you claim to be a mercenary. Will you help them? Is there a problem? No, of course I'll help them. It's just, you're one of Grado's generals. Why? These aren't soldiers, they're people. Should they suffer because their leaders fight? I've petitioned your aid. Take this as payment.
Ooh, a red gem. Sweet. That is something we can sell later and make moolah. Which reminds me, there is an armory in this level that we need to visit. Good job, Garcia. Okay. He's going to finish him off, actually. Yep, good job. He has a ranged hand axe as well, which is very useful. Okay, so next on the agenda here is to bring Ross over to Mulder, and I'm going to put him here. And then I'm going to move her back because I want to bring Garcia back as well. I think it's going to simplify matters. We don't have to, and he can take care of himself, but I kind of want to speed up the process. So yeah, let's heal Ross. Okay. And we'll talk to him.
Hey, listen, my village is being attacked by bandits. My name's Ross. Come on, you have to help me wipe those thugs out. Alright, just take a deep breath and calm down, Ross. Leave the villages to us. We'll drive off the bandits. Seth, take the boy somewhere safe. No, wait! I'm gonna fight too! But my father is out there all alone, fighting these bandits. I've got to get back to him as quickly as possible. I'm the son of the great Garcia. As long as I have my axe, no bandit will ever defeat me. Alright, I can see you're not going to be swayed. But you must promise that you will stay close to us.
And see, now he's blue, which means we can control him, which is great. So what I want to do is, next turn, I'm going to bring Garcia over to here. And then we'll have Ross talk to him, and then Garcia will be a blue unit that we can control, rather than him running off and doing his own thing. Also, Ross is a weaker version of his dad, basically, and he will be very useful to us later if we can level him up properly. He gains levels very quickly. Whether we do that in this fight, I don't know. He does have a hand axe, if I recall, which is useful.